What's going on, guys? Welcome to 2019. Happy New Year to all the Union fam out there. First vlog of 2019. I'm super excited to continue vlogging for you guys. I know it's a select few still watching, but I do enjoy doing this. Taking a little break from technique talks and so on and so forth with just martial arts. With that being said, a lot of good things planned this year already. Started off the business year on a very good note. Yesterday was so draining. I hardly taught because I'm just bouncing back and forth between the back end, which is being on the office side, and then teaching. So I'm very fortunate that my assistants have taken a higher role in helping me teach and facilitate the classes so that everything can still continue as I bounce around here and there. With that being said, as the universe attempts to balance itself, all of that, I feel that I had the worst luck with my new car. I got a rock chip in the window, and even through patching it, still doesn't look that good. Sealed, but it's gonna bother the crap out of me. And hey man, if that's the price to pay for the business, so be it. It's just a rock chip. I'm trying to convince myself that, but I'm actually very particular with my things, and you can see that from the gym and the way that I try to keep things. Speaking of gym, a few updates. Let's take you through it. So there's not a lot of updates, but there are very minor things. I got the two posters hung up together now. So this was the Academy ranking one. If you guys remember seeing that in the last vlog. I don't remember if I showed it or not. But we have that one, Academy etiquette. And then, let me just hit the lights to show you. Again, it's nothing big, but you can see back here, I had it custom built, and by custom I mean I did it myself. We hung up some 2x4s and then we put some racks on them, or rather hooks, to create racks for our equipment, make it look a lot more professional, a lot more clean and organized. So if you guys want to see how it kind of looks now, that's essentially what we got going on. Looking to, again, get a little more Wave Masters in. Slow and steady, but right now we're doing a really good job with the upgrades and, you know, furthering the business and scaling. And it's only been a few days into January. It's actually our second day back from our holidays, and yesterday was our first day teaching. So we're off to a really good start. I want to continue to let that flow. Tonight we are also filming. We're going to try to film a lot more. One of my goals with the YouTube channel is to be able to produce more content more frequently. I want to try to up the uploads to at least 2 a week, not including the vlogs. These vlogs are, you know, semi-random. But in terms of union technique, union breakdown, union talk, I want to try to get it to at least 2 per week and give you guys more. Alright, so we are filming for our YouTube channel. We have 2 videos out of the 3 done already. I'm here with Chris, the videographer. I'm here with my student Raiden, the wannabe. I'm just kidding. And he is the one that actually brings up the union breakdown videos, because Raiden here is actually an aspiring police officer to be. So when you see him on the streets, tell him that you train with Union Martial Arts and he'll let you go. There's a lot of these techniques that I go over with him based off of situations that he might find himself in the near future. So it kind of works out both ways. And he's really good at finding these things. He's very passionate at what he does. At the Academy, we train everyone from potential police officers to father of 2s, to single mothers, to athletes, to flight attendants, you name it. We're going to finish up the final video, which is going to be a union technique. We're going to finish this video, we're going to wrap up tonight, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I just wanted to get this into the vlog just in case I'm unable to get any other interesting things until the next one, because I don't want this to last a span of 2 weeks or so. So the thing I really wanted to talk about in this vlog, and I hope that this is going to resonate with some of you guys that are interested in opening your own school or turning martial arts into a career, because that's something that I had to go through the roller coaster to understand and to learn, and hopefully my lessons can give you guys a little more insight. When it comes to starting your own business, whatever type of business that is, there's always going to be some sort of investment involved, whether that be your time, whether that be your money, and pretty much anything else you can think of. So in my experience, and of course this can differ between different entrepreneurs or different business owners, even in the martial arts industry, the best business investment that I've ever made was not a car, it was not even this gym, it's not pads, it's not it's not my website, it's not things of that nature. Not to say those aren't good investments, but it's going to change between person to person. Specifically with me, the money that I spent is nothing near the time that I spent in investing myself into martial arts. And I know it sounds weird because you can't really manifest time into an item and say like this is it and it's definitive in that sense, because the goals, especially with me, my goals have changed and my insight has changed. But the more time I spent learning how to understand what I want and how I want to do it, the more I was able to reach out to different sources to learn how am I going to achieve this goal. Obtaining knowledge and obtaining experience in the industry is one of the most important things, regardless of how fancy your school can be or how nice of equipment you can have. It's really understanding yourself and being able to fine-tune certain things to, again, align that and make sure that the path that you're following is the one that you want to follow. A lot of times, and especially in my experience, you're going to come across things where a lot of people will settle for something close to what they want. For instance, I was offered a Taekwondo job years back, and essentially what I had to do was put Filipino martial arts on the back order and give up the karate side, the Kuntao side, and I was able to teach the weapons as a weapons program, but essentially turn my day-to-day training and my primary goal was to teach Taekwondo. And at that time I was young. I didn't know what to do in the industry in terms of, this is how I wanted my school to be, this is how I'm going to get it, this is where it's going to be. And so when someone flashes that little bone in front of me and says, hey, this is going to be your own school, I'm going to buy a school and open it for you. You can teach your martial arts sometimes, but you're going to be teaching martial arts, you're going to be making good money, and you're going to be okay. And as a 19-year-old, when someone, and it couldn't just be, any year of age, it could just be people without experience or people desperate enough to do something similar or around the world of what they want to do. When you get dangled that little hope, it makes you forget about who you are, and it makes you forget about what you really want to do. And I've been so fortunate and blessed to be able to shape this gym the way I wanted to shape it and teach the way I want to teach and be able to express my passion to my students, young and old, the way that I feel it should be. And now that I'm in the position that I'm able to scale my passion and be able to scale the business, the reason being is because I've never truly lost my goal, and because I invested all that time in taking different routes that essentially weren't for me, and I did things that I didn't necessarily like, but I experienced it. All in all those experiences, all those lessons, working with different schools, seeing how they do it, helped me ultimately choose how I wanted to run my school. Personally, the best thing that I could have invested are the years that I spent away from partying. And I'm not saying this has to be for everyone, but the time I spent alone cultivating my passion and experimenting and trying different things, and really and it didn't happen overnight. This gym of mine, where you guys see us do these videos and where I teach these classes, it didn't happen overnight. It wasn't always like this, and I always stay humble and grateful that I have the opportunity, but I know why that opportunity was here in the first place. It didn't come from the things that I could have spent my time doing outside. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, that I didn't spend time with any friends or any family members. At the end of the day, I'm still human and those things happen, but again, experiencing those things helped me really filter out what was really necessary for this goal of mine, and I had to make certain decisions in life I feel was necessary, not for the business, but for me. And the business starts here in my brain, and I need that to be right in order to let all of this roll. So that's kind of the thing I wanted to get in here. So for all my people out there, make sure that you really soul search and you really dig deep and figure out how it is you want to do what you want to do, find some successful people in that industry that are doing something similar to you, whether it be the same art that you teach, whether it be just someone within the vicinity of you know, where you'd want to start your business. Find someone, see how they do it, analyze it, not necessarily copy it, you know, but everything's been done before. There's been slight tweaks and slight modifications, but somewhere, somehow, especially in this industry, it's all been done before. It's just up to you to really find how you want to approach it. And I think that's the most important part. Don't lose yourself in the process. Find yourself more and more as you take those steps one by one in growing your business, whether it be a martial arts gym, an online teaching site. Just really focus on investing that time back into yourself. Then you will have all of the good things happen to your business when it comes from your heart, truly, when it comes from your thought process, without any pride, without any ego, and you can see exactly what it is. I hope that inspired some of you guys to start. 2019 is a fresh year. It's not one where you can forget what happened before, but you can definitely roll with that, make it better, and there's no time better than now. So anytime I have these talks, I think I'm gonna start doing it here in the gym. It's a little brighter, new feel, a lot more open, and I think it looks dope. So I'm gonna get some coffee, and then I'm gonna get ready to teach tonight, get ready to train tonight, continue to get my body back into the training regimen, and I will catch you guys when I catch you. All right, guys, before my evening officially begins with teaching and whatnot, I just had a little thought I wanted to share on the topic of what I just spoke about in the last clip. So this is my car outside, my baby. It is a 2018 CRV. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, Filipino young male driving a Honda CRV. I fit the mold, and I actually named it Boboy because everyone has a tito or uncle named Boboy, and why not? So the importance of that car is not that it is, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it's not the coolest of the cool cars, but I used to have a Scion FRS or a Toyota GT86. Affordable sports car, super fun, from the outside looking in, super cool, and everyone thought I was a hot shot. At least I thought I was a hot shot. When, like I said, I've made some mistakes. I've done some pretty bad purchases in my lifetime, but that time spent paying for those mistakes are what helped me fine-tune how I can get my passion from my brain into becoming a career. During the FRS times, I thought that, and I still do, but I thought, you know, presentation is key. I look super badass in my car, and it makes me look like I make a lot of money. You know, fake it till you make it. I held on to it for so long because I cared so much about what other people thought about me. I was already paying more than I should have with that car because I made another mistake before that from another car. So my ego and my pride wanted me to be paying for a car that made me look good to other people. First of all, Canadian weather when it comes to winter time is no joke, and that car is a joke in winter. I had a car that was good for me, but that wasn't the me that I needed for the business. And the business, I always had passengers, students, helpers when it came to filming. I always lugged around stuff, uniforms, equipment, punching pads, everything was always in my trunk. And that car was the epitome of a vehicle that I cannot use for this occupation of mine. Now, I was fortunate enough to be in a better position where I can finally get a new car and I wouldn't pay too much for the FRS going forward. I actually didn't even think about getting a CRV. It was the most appropriate choice for the needs that the business had that I could fulfill, and it was the most affordable thing because I realized that having a nice car meant nothing if that meant my gym was suffering or that I was suffering and the people around me were suffering because I couldn't afford to pay. I wasn't able to afford every other necessity in my life. Did I foresee myself in a CRV? Absolutely not, but I cannot tell you how great it is to drive, how easy it is, how efficient it is, and spending those 4 years that I did with my FRS has taught me to fine-tune that until I get to a certain point with the business, until I get to a certain point in my life, I have no need for a luxurious car. I could put this money to better things and I can still be happy and still be content with myself, even if I drive a typical Honda CR-V. Because of this decision, because of the time that I spent in the wrong decisions, I was able to make a decision that I'd be happy with at the end of the day. And it's not bad, it's a great car. Like, there's much more to life than these materialistic things. And until, you know, I'm at a place where I want to be financially and whatnot, like I said, then maybe I'll look at a luxurious car. I'm not a robot, and as dedicated as I am to the business, I am a human being with needs, and not just needs, but wants. And like, I do want a luxurious car at some point. I do want to experience driving higher end cars and whatnot, but only if I have checked off what I wanted to check off on my list, or on my path to owning, you know, the best martial arts school and being a content creator online. When I've checked those things off and I've put myself in the best position and I know I can't make any excuses why this didn't happen, then I'll look at it. So I think having that thing that makes you happy and having that thing that can't be measured by a physical object like a car or clothing or even money, then you are much more able to, you know, make these decisions. And part of that is, if you find your passion, you're going to know that all these sacrifices are worth it at the end of the day, because you're going to be doing what you love doing, and you're going to be putting yourself in a position where you're going to be able to obtain that the best way possible. So that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I can't wait to share my 2019 with you guys. Make sure you guys check out our technique videos that have been recently uploaded. I'm trying to get the best of the best for you guys. And make sure you also check out FMACONCEPTS if you are not within the vicinity of the academy. We have our online tutorials, and I'm going to put down our new discount code so that you can save and start your training this year. Other than that, see you guys at the gym, see you online, see you on the web, see you in the streets. Who knows, maybe I'll drive past you in my CR-V. But until next time, catch you guys then.